You all, I hope you all are fine. Welcome to ninth standard mathematics class. Today we are going to see chapter number 8, quadrilateral. What is the definition of quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a plane figure that has four sides or edges and also have four corners or vertices. Types of quadrilateral. There are six types of quadrilateral. They are trapezium, parallelogram, square, rectangle, rhombus, kite. These are the six types of quadrilateral: the square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, rhombus, kite. Okay, speciality of square is that all sides are equal and all angles 90 degree. For rectangle, only opposite sides are equal and all angles are 90 degree. So you can see the difference between this. For parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. For trapezium, two sides are parallel. For rhombus, all sides equal, opposite sides parallel. And for kite, adjacent pair of sides are equal. In detail, we will understand it. Quadrilateral properties. Let us understand in a better way with the help of an example. For example, this is a quadrilateral. These are the four sides: AB, BC, CD, and AD. Four vertices are A, B, C, and D. Four angles are this A, B, C, A, B, C, and D. These are the adjacent angles. And a quadrilateral is a four-sided plane figure. Below are some important properties of quadrilateral. Every quadrilateral has four vertices, four angles, and four sides. The total of its interior angle is 360 degree. Some square properties. Square is one of the quadrilaterals. So some properties of square are: all the sides of square are of equal measures. The sides are parallel to each other. All the interior angles of square are at 90 degree, it means right angle, and the diagonals of square are perpendicular and bisect each other. Now if we talk about properties of rectangle, the opposite sides of rectangle are of equal length. The opposite sides are parallel to each other. All the interior angles of rectangle are at 90 degrees. The diagonals of rectangle bisect each other. It means divide into two. Because of the diagonals, the rectangle is divided into two equal parts. Rhombus properties. All four sides of rhombus are of same measure. The opposite sides of rhombus are parallel to each other. The opposite angles are of same measure. The sum of any two adjacent angles of rhombus is equal to 180 degrees. Means the sum of adjacent angles of the rhombus will be 180 degree. The diagonals perpendicular bisect each other. Parallelogram properties. The opposite sides of parallelogram are of same length. The opposite sides are parallel to each other. The diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. The opposite angles are of equal measure. The sum of the two adjacent angles of parallelogram is equal to 180 degree. Properties of trapezium. Only one pair of the opposite side of trapezium is parallel to each other. The two adjacent sides of a trapezium are supplementary, means 180 degree. The diagonals of a trapezium bisect each other in the same ratio. Properties of kite. The pair of adjacent sides of a kite are of same length. The largest diagonal of a kite bisect the smallest diagonal. Only one pair of opposite angles are of same measure. Now summary of quadrilateral properties. This is the summary. Using this you can remember all these six in a very easy manner. These are the quadrilaterals. Square, rectangle means four right angles and opposite sides equal. For square, it means four right angles and four equal sides. For parallelogram, it means two pair of parallel sides and opposite sides are equal. Rhombus means parallelogram with four equal sides. Trapezium means two sides are equal. And kite means two pairs of adjacent sides of same length. Okay, so these are the note of which we are following about the all the properties of parallelogram. Now theorem 8.1 is very important, which it will be coming with proof. So theorem 8.1 is a diagonal of a parallelogram divides into two congruent triangles. So given is a parallelogram ABCD and AC is a diagonal. To prove that ABC is equal congruent to ADC. Proof is opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. So AB parallel to DC and AD parallel to BC. Since AB parallel to DC, AC is transversal and BAC is equals to DCA, and also we told AD parallel to BC, so again AC is transversal and DAC is equals to BCA. Why? Because both angles are alternate angles. Therefore, in triangle ABC and in triangle ADC, BAC equals to DCA and AC is equals to AC and DAC equals to BCA. Okay, so because of the alternate angle. So we have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC by ASA congruence rule. These are the rest of the theorems. 8.2 in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. If each pair of opposite sides of quadrilateral is equal, then it is a parallelogram. It means theorem 8.2 and 8.3 both are opposite of each other. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. If in a quadrilateral each pair of opposite angles is equal, then it is a parallelogram. It means this both you can remember easily. Here in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal, and here if in any quadrilateral opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. The diagonal of parallelogram bisect each other, and here if the diagonal of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Then theorem 8.8, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel. Theorem 8.9, the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side, and opposite of this 8.9 is 8.10. The line drawn through midpoints of one side of triangle parallel to another side bisect the third side. So like this you have to remember all the theorems.